Welcome back to another 40 Facts about the 40k universe. I am your host Gershwan and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue the Necron lore. We're going to be talking about what happens after a tomb world is awakened and also going into some historical events within the Necron timeline. So sit back, grab your paintbrushes, and let's go into these 40 facts about the Necrons. When the Necron lords are awakened, they find their full military might already mobilized and awaiting their command. The most famous one of these was the tomb worlds of the Saltec dynasty. Some Necron lords send diplomatic emissaries to other worlds, negotiating for the return of lost territories and technological artifacts, avoiding unnecessary conflict with other alien races. There are some Necron lords that search for distant tomb worlds not yet awoken to build their last empire. The vast majority of tomb worlds take a more aggressive approach, launching resource raids, planetary invasions, or full-blown genocidal purges, because nothing says Warhammer 40k like planetary genocide. Each Necron dynasty is different in the way that it chooses to wage war. Some Necrons engage in honorable war, rigorously applying their ancient codes of battle, and others use every possible underhanded tactic, from piracy, deception, assassination, and even subordination. Because the Silent King is gone, each tomb world's ruler must fend for himself, pursuing whatever course he deems suitable to the circumstance. The change from undying machine back to living being is the key motivation for many Necron nobles, for its possibility weighed heavily on the Silent King's mind at the moment of his final command. Because the Silent King left no clear succession, the rulers of many tomb worlds see an opportunity not only to restore their dynasties, but also to improve their standing within the galaxy-wide Necron political hierarchy. This has led to internal conflict within the dynasties. The Necrons are still a shadowy presence rather than a full-fledged force in the galaxy of the present time. They strike out of nowhere without warning, wreaking havoc and leaving before any major reinforcement can arrive. Necrons have touched down on Mars, simply passing by the Imperial Navy fleets protecting the Sol system unnoticed. They reached the red planet's surface and explored its subterranean Noctis Labyrinthus. The Necrons were destroyed by the Imperium, but no Necron was captured. They all simply vanished, using their phase technology. It is believed the Necrons were searching for one of their Catan masters, believed to be the entity known in the legends of the Adeptus Mechanicus as the Dragon of Mars. He is also known as the Void Dragon, which inhabits a stasis tomb beneath the sands of Mars. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you another giveaway. This was the giveaway that we were supposed to do in Christmas, but Christmas happened.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
It was. So we're doing the giveaway now, and it's actually a Necron giveaway to go along with this Necron awesomeness. So what can they win?
We've got a Canoptic Spider.
And then we have some... the sprues, they're the full sprues of the Triarch Praetorians. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
That is correct.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't have to make those. You can make a bunch of other things. I think you can make Lynch Guard. But yeah, we're giving that away. And how do you win? In order to win the Canoptic Spider...
It's pretty simple. You got to comment down below as to why the Necrons are the best army in Warhammer 40k. It could be lore-wise, it could be gameplay-wise, or both. But we're looking for the best answer.
Now, the winners of the Praetorians, they're going to be the ones that comment, I guess, the best rebuttal to why the Necrons are not the ones that are going to take over the galaxy or the best army or what have you. So the point of that is that these guys, the winner of this prize is going to be picked from the comments responding to the comments.
comments on these, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so comment on that and then comment on this, and you could actually win both.
That's right.
You'll be commenting on your own stuff. Well, you don't technically have to. You can comment both times, but just go down there, comment. This is already too long.
It is. But anyway, giveaway for Necrons. Comment down below as to why they're good and why they're bad. And let's get back to the lore.
The Necrons have infiltrated the Imperium to a certain extent. Their elite anti-psyker troop, the Pariah, are an unholy cross of human mutant and Necron technology. Recently, there has been a dramatic decrease in the use of the Necron Pariah in Necron armies. The Ordo Xenos believes that these troops may have not proven as effective as Necron commanders had once hoped, and are being phased out of the Necron dynasty's order of battle. The Eldar were tasked by the Old Ones to defend the galaxy from the Necrons, and so they took watch to any sign of Necron reemergence. Unfortunately, after the Great Fall, the watch of the Necrons is a forgotten task. Only in the Black Library and amongst a few outspoken segments of Elder Society did the vigilant community continue. The Yucatan system was a sparsely inhabited imperial system close to the eastern fringe, and the site of the first naval encounter between the Necrons and the Imperial Navy. In the Yucatan system, a minor Imperial fleet of 6 escort ships and a light cruiser were destroyed by Necrons, with the only survivor being a single Cobra-class destroyer. By the time a full Imperial fleet could be dispatched to the region to deal with what is now called the Yucatan Incident, the Necrons had disappeared and the system was found devoid of all human life. The unexplained event in the Yucatan system became the first fully documented Necron harvest and became known as a Yucatan Incident. During the self-imposed exile, the final Silent King of the Necron Triarch, Zurk, encountered the Tyranids in the intergalactic void. Zurk recognized if the Tyranids devoured all organic life in the galaxy, the Necrons will never find the living bodies to house their consciousness once more. It is rumored that the Silent King returned to the Milky Way galaxy to fight the Tyranids. The Silent King's plan was to raise his empire once again, but he did not anticipate on how much time had ruined so many tomb worlds. Working with the surviving Triarch Praetorians, he began a pilgrimage across the galaxy, steering those tomb worlds yet to be revived, and speeding the recovery of those tomb worlds already awoken. After High Fleet Behemoth was pushed back during the Battle of Macragge, the Inquisitor Helena Valeria traveled to the ghost world of Solomons. The Inquisitor was curious as to why this world was left untouched, while the planets around were destroyed and consumed by the Tyranids. Nothing could have prepared Valeria for what she finds in the silent darkness beneath Solomon's pits and barren surface. Endless catacombs filled with highly advanced xenotechnology, long-lost artifacts from the Imperium's history, and gallery after gallery of intricate life-size holographic sculptures laid out to commemorate historical scenes. Valeria's party is then attacked by wave after wave of Canotep scarabs and Necron warriors. A ferocious battle of survival ensues, and the Inquisitor leads the defense and regains the initiative for her followers. The Necron defenses of the Tomb World were led by the Necron Lord Trazyn. Valeria unleashed a pulse from her graviton beamer that reduced the Necron Lord to a mangled and fused scrap. Yet moments later, an identical figure emerged from the darkness, completely undamaged. The Inquisitor managed to stab the Necron Lord with the Dagger of Midnight, which gave her and some of her followers enough time to escape while the Necron Lord took a while to reanimate into a working body. After the escape, Valeria received a personal hyperscroll message from Trazyn himself. thanking her for sending 5 regiments of Catachan jungle fighters to add to his gallery. The entire tomb world was a self-devolved museum. Accompanying the message as a return gift was a hyperstone maze, one of a series of tesseract labyrinths constructed at the height of the dynasty. It is unknown what became of this gift thereafter. A minor tomb world called Somanor was under attack by the Eldar from craft world Aloytic. The Eldar were commanded by Farseer Eldrith Starbane. Starbane's campaign against the Necrons was pushed back by the reinforcement of Imhotep the Stormlord and the forces of the Autek dynasty. Starbane was the only survivor of the siege of Somanor and was sent back to his craft world with one hand amputated by Imhotep as a reminder of his defeat. Somanor agreed to join the Sautek dynasty after the tomb world was saved. The newly awakened tomb world of Suranas was under attack by the orc Big Mech Ed Krumpa. The Great Wa is no match for the Necrons. Necron Lord Neptek manages to strike a deal with Ed Krumpa and forces his Wa to seek a different planet to attack in exchange for several dozen functioning doomsday cannons. Ed Krumpa agreed, but knew that he would return several months later and destroy the Necrons anyways. Unfortunately for Ed Krumpa, his eagerness to tamper with the doomsday cannons proved to be fatal. As he approached the Imperial world of Eden Prime, the Big Mech breached the core containment drive of one of the cannons, causing a chain reaction that wiped out Ed Krumpa, his Wog, and the planet of Eden Prime. On an Imperial hive world of Morrigar, a battle between hive gangs inadvertently awakens the Necron tomb hidden beneath the city. All contact with Morrigar is lost after the encounter. 6 months later, the Imperial Guard 207th Cadian Shock Troop Regiment finds no trace of any inhabitants, humans or otherwise. Before the Imperial Guardsmen can leave Morrigar, the nomadic Necron warlord Anric the Traveler arrives. Assuming the humans are responsible for the apparent destruction of the tomb world, he launches an attack. The battle at the ruin of Morrigar was so devastating that it left the Necron forces decimated and the Cadian 207th Regiment completely eliminated. And those were 40 facts about the Necrons. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to continue giving you guys more historical events within the Necron timeline. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel to get part 4. And of course, we have that giveaway, so comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share this with your friends. And don't forget to keep painting. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.